Very good morning, everyone. Everyone fine, super fine. Today's exam prepared. Test number 5. Correct? Three chapters, na? Inventory, depreciation, and prepared. Huh? Pakka. Let's see. The last class we started what? Not for profit organization. We have done some special accounting treatment for special item. You understood who are items? Correct? The first item we have done donation, specific donation, general donation. Then we have done entrance fee and admission fee. Then the last part was subscription. Till now, any doubt? What doubt? Any doubt? You have not done revision, doubt will come. Huh? Correct. Any doubt in inventory depreciation? Acha, one question is pending from inventories. Huh? So that I will do, don't worry. Okay. Apart from that, any doubt in inventories, depreciation, sales and approval? All three chapters, entire questions done. Very good. Good. Now, means if test is conducted, then you actually study. Otherwise, so you will not study, na? Everyone have done all the questions? Chalo, very good. Now, let us take one more question for subscription. Then we'll come to what? Some other accounting treatment. Come to question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2 is where? Where's the question? Yeah. During the year ended 31st March 2020, Sachin Cricket Club received subscription as follow. Means during the year they have received 6,45,000. Out of they have received for previous year how much? Means can I say it is outstanding at the beginning, and for current year how much, and for next year how much? This become pre-received at the end. There are 500 member and annual subscription is 1500. It means 500 members into 1500 become total subscription. So how much it is coming? 7 lakh, and out of 7 lakh 50,000 we have received how much? 6 lakh 15,000. This become outstanding at the end. On 31st March 2020, a sum of 15,000 was still in arrear for subscription for the year ended 31st March 2019. Means well, they are still in arrear. Are you getting what I am saying? Have you understood this point? What they are saying? On 31st March 2020, a sum of 15,000 was still in arrear for subscription for the year ended 31st March 2019. So it is still outstanding. Means it was outstanding at the beginning. 1 second outstanding. Correct? Yes, sir. Okay. Means can I say this is still outstanding at the beginning, and how much received outstanding at the beginning? 12,000. Is what was the opening outstanding? Actually, opening outstanding was 15 plus 12, 27. Out of that 12,000 received, the 15,000 is still outstanding. Correct. Asset and the amount of subscription that will appear on the credit side of income and expenditure account, and also show how the item would appear in the balance sheet. And balance sheet means previous year balance sheet and current year balance sheet. Correct. 31st March 19 and 30. This should be 20, huh? Correct. So as on previous year balance sheet and current year balance sheet. Understood? Correct. So first we'll prepare which account? Subscription account. I've already given one format to you. So can we write down that format? Correct. Write down 2 subscription outstanding. Because this is outstanding for which year? Can I say it is outstanding for last year? Last year is 1819. So can I say 1819 outstanding? Then by what? Pre-received subscription. Then what? By what? cash and bank to what? Income and expenditure. So cash and bank they have said कि for 18-19 how much they have received? For 19-20 means current year how much received? And 20-21 how much they have received? This is given in the question. You can write down na. 18-19 how much we have received? Is given how much? 12,000. How much for current year we have received? 6,15,000. How much for next year we have received? Total how much we have received? 6,45,000. Correct. Can I say income and expenditure means it is for 1920? So it will be 500 member multiplied by how much? 1500. How much it is coming? 7 lakh 15,000. 7 lakh 50,000. 7 lakh 50,000 written. I hope you are understanding. Correct. Yes, sir. Then we write down by subscription outstanding. How much still outstanding for last year? 18-19. How much still outstanding? How much? 15. So can I say it is understood 15 plus 12? So opening outstanding is actually 27,000. 27,000. This point have you understood? Correct. And 2. Can I say pre-received income? How much we have received for next year? Pre-received subscription how much? So next year is what? 2021. How much we have received? 18,000. Correct. And can I say 7,50,000 is the total subscription? How much we have received? So how much not received? That will be still outstanding. So how much outstanding for 1920? 1,35,000. So how much it is total? 1,50,000. You will just cross check, means just tally it will balance. If there is no pre-receipt subscription will be zero. Just see it will balance. If there is no balancing figure. Whether it is tallied. Check karo. Debit side and total side. Debit total and credit total. Tallied. Very simple accounting now. Plus minus now. If you use plus minus now you will be confused. 1920. I said what is the total subscription of current year? It is given a 7,50,000 na. How much we have received for current year? So how much not received? That is outstanding. Correct? Okay, this account is foolproof method. I will say don't use that plus minus. Plus minus can be dangerous for this type of question. It will be dangerous for this type of questions. Correct? So they know you have done rectification for plus minus. They will try to what? Confuse you by giving this type of question. But easy only. Correct? Now they have asked to prepare income and expenditure account. So extract of what? Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. So if I prepare extract, this is only extract of income and expenditure account. So income will be written in which side? Debit side or credit side? Written by subscription. But how much subscription will come? It will be 7,50,000. Done. This is only an extract. Don't total it. Correct. Then they have asked you to prepare what? Balance sheet, extract, balance sheet, extract. So they have asked balance sheet for what? 2 year. Understood what I am saying? So we can prepare in two column. We can add on 31st. Ah, sorry. 31st March 2020 current year and 31st March 2019 previous year. Correct na? The outstanding will be an asset or liability. Outstanding will be asset or liability. Subscription outstanding will be asset or liability. Asset. Asset. Full asset. Asset. So how much outstanding of previous year beginning? 27,000. How much outstanding for current year total? Total, huh? Total you are giving. Means current year previous year both, huh? How much? 1 lakh? 50. 50,000. And we'll also write on pre-received. Pre-received what? Subscription. You can also write on subscription received in advance. Or you can also write on subscription received in arrear. Advance is nothing but you can write on it is in arrear. Correct? All are same only. So current previous year to nil. Current year how much? 18,000. It is na. This become an extract of what? Balance sheet. Understood? Have you understood? Simple. Understood? Correct. We have done up to point number 3 subscription. Correct. I hope this question you have understood. Any doubt in this? No doubt now. You can see the solution. Same solution has been given. Pre-received income and earned income is also same. So you can add on unearned subscription also. All are same. Subscription, receiving advance, unearned subscription, advance subscription. Whatever you are writing, it means same thing only. Now write down point number 4. How 1,50,000 came? You have understood this account. So what is this amount? This is subscription outstanding at the end. This will come in balance sheet now. Correct. Simple. This is opening asset. This is closing asset. So this will come in opening balance sheet. This will come in closing balance sheet. This is opening liability. This is closing liability. This will come in opening balance sheet. This will come in closing balance sheet. This will go to receipt and payment account. This will go to income and expenditure account. Everyone will say with me. But whatever I will highlight, you will say it will go where? This will go where? This will go where? This is closing. See there. Once again. This will go where? This will go where? This will go where? Closing balance sheet. This will go where? This will go where? This will go where? Understood. This only you need to understand in this chapter. Chalega? Yes, sir. Then on point number 4. Point number 4, I don't life membership fee. Life membership fee. I hope from the word you have understood now. What is this? Means can I say if entire subscription for the entire life is paid once, that become life membership fee. Means sometimes members are given one facility that you can pay subscription for 20 years together. So that become life membership fee. Correct? Suppose we have received life membership fee. Are you getting? So can I say he can enjoy the benefit of that organization till his death? Only one time payment. Correct? Now my question to you, this is one time payment, but can I say it is as simple as pre-receipt subscription? Means we have received subscription in advance. So there are two methods of accounting treatment for life membership fee. If the amortization ratio is given in the question, then if the amortization ratio is given, then it will be transferred to income and expenditure account on the basis of amortization. So it is given amortization ratio is for 20 year on 1 is to 1 is to 1 basis. Means every year 1 by 20 will be transferred. So means out of suppose 20 lakh we have received. So 1 by 20 is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh will be transferred to current year, and the balance 19 lakh will be what pre-receipt subscription. Then second year, 1 second, how much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? 1 lakh, and 18 lakh will be what? Pre-receipt subscription. So if the amortization ratio is given, then some portion will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Means amortization portion will transfer to income and expenditure account, and balance portion will be what? Advance subscription. But if amortization ratio is not given, then we don't have any other option. This will be considered as non-recurring receipt and will be transferred to what? Capital fund directly. Because if amortization ratio is not given, can we transfer on some basis? We cannot transfer. We will assume that this is what? Non-recurring receipt and it will be transferred to what? Capital fund from examination point of view. Understood, Radam? There are two alternative accounting treatment for life membership fee. Point number A, if the amount of annual amortization is not given in question, correct? Then such fee will be what? So such fee will be treated as non-recurring non-recurring received, correct? And directly transfer to what? To capital fund. Means what journal entry will do? Cash or bank account debit to what? Directly is transferred to what? Capital fund. Point number B. If the amount of annual amortization is given in question, correct? Understood? Then down an amount equal to annual amortization will be transferred to what? income and expenditure account and balance unamortized portion will be shown where? Will be shown in liability side of balance sheet as life membership fund. As life membership fund. Understood? Example. Correct. During 2020, 10 member has paid life membership fee amounting to rupees 1 lakh per member. Management has decided to amortize such fee during 10 years on equal basis. Understood? During 2021, 5 new members joined with life membership fee of rupees 1,20,000 per member. Prepare what? Life membership fund account. Have you understood? We need to prepare which account? Solution write down. So life membership fund account is nothing but pre-received income. It is as simple as pre-received income. Correct? Understood? Want to write down? It is nothing but pre-received income. It is a liability, na? Liability or asset? Liability. So how much we have received during 2020? So 2020 by bank how much? It is 10 lakh. How much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? to income and expenditure account, it will be 1/10. So 1 lakh will be transferred to what? Income and expenditure account. What is the two balance carried down? Means 9 lakh will come where? In balance sheet. Understood this point? बोलना रही. Then come to next year 2021. What will be the opening balance? It is 9 lakh. Correct? Opening balance is 9 lakh. Correct? Then how much again we received? Into what? 5 na? Is coming how much? 6 lakh. Now, can you say me how much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? How much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? बताओ, how much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? Bolo. I think whatever we have done till now you have understood. This too you have understood na? Only for second year you need to find out how much will be transferred to income and expenditure account. How much? Huh? How you calculated? 1 lakh? 1 lakh, huh? Wrong. 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 20 is 2 lakh 20,000. 1 lakh will be transferred. Only 1 lakh will be transferred. Arey Baba. Can I say this will be now amortized for remaining 9 years? And this will be amortized for what 10 years? Once we receive, what is the accounting policy? They have decided to amortize for how many years? 10 years na. So for 9 lakh, how many remaining life? 1 by 9 na. And for 6 lakh, it will be amortized for how many years? 1 by 10 na. अरे बोलना रे बोलना. It is the accounting policy. They have already decided. It is 1 lakh plus what? 1 lakh plus 60,000. 1 lakh plus 60,000 na. Become 1 lakh 60,000. So how much is the closing balance? Closing balance become 15 lakh minus 1 lakh 60. 14 lakh 40,000. So this will appear in the liability side of balance sheet. This will appear in liability side of balance sheet. Understood? Sorry, 13 lakh 40,000. Okay. 13 lakh 40,000. Chalo. Have you understood this point? Have you understood the amortization part? Bolo. Bolo. If nothing is given about 1/10, suppose 10 years this point is not given, the entire amount will be added where? Entire amount will be added where? Capital fund. Got it? Bolo. Bolo. Got it? Yes, sir, we have understood. Correct. Life membership fund, you understood? Then come to next point. Next point is what? Point number 5. Write down endowment fund. Correct. Endowment fund. Now there are some fund means it is also just like one donation received. Suppose I have given one donation of 10 lakh and I say that this donation will be deposited in a bank account as an FD, correct? And whatever interest income will be earned, that will be used for the education of poor student. Understood? So it means the income earned from that fund is used for a specific purpose. So this type of fund is known as what? Endowment fund. Understood? Correct? This type of funds are known as what? Endowment fund. Correct? Only the income earned from that fund will be used for some certain specific purpose. Write down in this. Write down. If donation received and only income from that donation is to be used for certain specific purpose, such donations are known as what? Are known as endowment fund. Understood? So, in such case, income relating to a specific fund should be added to that fund and expenses to be deducted from that fund, correct? From that fund only. Such fund will be shown where? In liability side of balance sheet, correct? Accounting treatment. Point number A, for receipt of endowment fund. What journal entry? Correct. So, for example, you received a fund in the nature of FD. So what journal entry will do? FD account You receive FD na, you'll say fixed deposit. Suppose the rate of interest 10%. Account debit to what? Endowment fund. Have you understood? Point number B. For interest income on such fund received. If you have received such interest income, what journal entry? Can I say bank account debit to what? Endowment fund. Correct now? And for any expenses incurred out of such fund, what journal entry? Endowment fund account debit to bank. Have you understood this point? Correct? I think understood. There are some special term which might come in the question. Therefore, I have just defined it. So if they are asking this term, normally they will ask what? Either subscription or specific or general donation and entrance fee. Normally they ask these three. Sometimes they may ask life membership fee also. Sometimes they may ask endowment fund also. Correct? In the full-fledged question. Now let's come to what the type of question. What are the type of question? Madam, types of question. Can I say here the objective is to prepare what? Income and expenditure account, balance sheet, and receipt and payment account. Correct? These are the objective. We need to prepare receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and what? Balance sheet. So, what are the type of question? Just write down. Type 1, type 1. Given. What will be given? They will give you receipt and payment account. They will give you receipt and payment account with what? Additional information. With additional information. Correct? What will be required from this information? Whatever given, required is what? Income and expenditure account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. This is the first type. Correct? Understood? Then come to type 2. What will be given? Now what will be given? Income and expenditure account will be given. Are you getting what I am saying? Income and expenditure account will be given with what? Additional information. What will be required? Required will be what? Receipt and payment account, and what? Balance sheet. balance sheet. Understood? Simple. This type 1 and type 2 are thoda sa popular type of questions in exam. Normally they ask this type of question. It does not mean they cannot ask other type of questions. Correct? But normally they give this type of question. Can I say, if I say type 1 is what? Type 1 is what? This receipt and payment account is prepared on cash basis. I will need to convert cash basis into an accrual basis. Correct? Means income and expenditure account will prepare on what? Accrual basis. So we need to convert what? Cash basis to accrual basis. This is the difference. Means whatever is received may consist of recurring and non-recurring. Whatever is paid may be recurring and non-recurring. But income and expenditure will be always recurring. Non-recurring item will be directly transferred to what? Capital fund. You need to be careful about that. So in type 2, can you see income and expenditure account is prepared on what? Accrual basis. You need to convert accrual into what? Cash basis. And then we can prepare what? Receipt and payment account. What is type 3? Type 3. So type 3, what will be given? What do you want? Given will be what? Now income and expenditure account, sorry, opening in this type 3, opening balance sheet and closing balance sheet will be given. And to prepare what? Receipt and payment account and income and expenditure account. So given will be opening and closing balance sheet, and from this we need to prepare what? Required with of course additional information. Required what? Receipt and payment account and what? Income and expenditure account. Then what is type 4? Bro? Type 4 will be what? Given what? Given. We just reverse of what? Type 3. Now what will be given? Receipt and payment account. Receipt and payment account and what? Income and expenditure account. What will be required? Opening and closing balance sheet required. Opening and closing balance sheet is required. Have you understood this? Correct. Last type. What is the last type of questions? Type number 5. What will be given? Trial balance will be given. Understood? Trial balance with adjustment. With adjustment now. What will be required? Required will be what? Income and expenditure account and income and expenditure account and what? Balance sheet. Yes, the last type is nothing but similar to final account chapter, and therefore normally they don't ask type 5. Normally they can ask also, but normally they don't ask type 5 from this chapter. Trial balance given with adjustment, we can prepare income and expenditure account balance sheet, whatever we have done in final account chapter. Correct now? Same thing. Correct. Super easy chapter once you understood how to perform. Correct. You can see nothing new. Only there are some points we have discussed about donation, about entrance fee, about what? Subscription, then life membership fee and endowment fund. You have understood that? Then whatever we have done till now, that concept will be applied to nothing new. Nothing new. Why that is special treatment? Because that type of account will appear only in this chapter. Donation normally we receive by charitable organizations, not for profit organization. Life membership fee will only come in this type of business. And because of that reason, if you have understood that, the others point remains same. Correct. Only now we need to understand how to solve the questions. So can we start? Can we start? Any doubt? So let us start directly with one questions without giving any advice to you. With the question, we'll try to practice and we'll try to make some rules to come to what? Just take one simple question, illustration number 4. Correct. Following is the receipt and payment account of New Bird 40 Club. New Bird 40 Club means it is what? 40 aged person club. New Bird, they are thinking right now they are new only and they become bird for the year ended 31st March 2020. Correct. You can see all the receipt is given, all the payment is given. Can you say out of the receipt, some will go to income and expenditure account and some will go to balance sheet. You need to identify that. So can you say if income and expenditure, so you write on revenue receipt. If balance sheet, you write on capital receipt. Correct? Understood? So expenditure, revenue expense and capital expense. Let's see, identify. So two opening balance, this will go to balance sheet only. Opening cash and bank. Opening cash and bank ना. अरे बोल दे yes. Opening cash and bank. To subscription. So can you say for this we need to prepare an account. This is revenue receipt only. Donation. Donation. If nothing is given, it is what? General donation or specific donation. We need to wait. It might be some specific donation also. We need to read the entire questions now. We need to wait. Entrance fee. Entrance fee. Recurring is revenue capital. Entrance fee what? Entrance fee revenue. Entrance fee is one time. One time is what? Transfer to capital fund. Transfer to capital fund now. It is capital receipt now. Capital receipt. अरे बोलना रे. Correct. Salaries and wages. It will be what? Revenue expense. Office and expense. Revenue. Sports equipment. Of course, this is what sports equipment means balance sheet item asset. Yes or no? Asset. Telephone charges revenue expense. Electricity revenue expense. Traveling revenue expense. Balance carried on. Closing cash and bank. This will be an asset. Correct? Yes, sir. You have identified. Now, point number outstanding subscription for the year ended 31st March 2020. They have given closing subscription. Closing outstanding they have given now. And outstanding salaries wages 40,000 for the year ended. So this is closing salaries and wages payable outstanding. So you can write down additional information number 1 and 2. Correct now. So this additional information number 1. Yeah, additional information number 2 you need to do some adjustment. Correct. This you need to convert receipt. You need to convert what? Cash basis into accrual accounting. Yes sir. Then depreciate sports equipment by 25%. Sports equipment point number C write down. Capitalize 50% of entrance fee. Entrance fee they have said now 50% will be capitalized. So 50% will be transferred to income and expenditure. As per the information given in the question. Prepay income and expenditure of the club for the year ended. Super easy. Donation nothing is given. What you will assume? It is revenue received only general donation. Can we start? You will do, I will do. Huh? You will do. And let me do also now. I will do my practice, you do your practice. Can we start? We are doing illustration number 4. We will prepare what? Income and expenditure account. Write down income and expenditure account. Of what? Of a new bird 40 club, na? Club. For the year ended, for the year ended what? 31st March 2020. Yes, sir. Let us draw income and expenditure. So in credit side, what will come? Income. In debit side, what will come? Expenditure. In amount column, what will I write down? Amount. Simple. Then we'll also prepare balance sheet. So can you see we require balance sheet opening and closing both? Write down balance sheet of what? New 40 club new bird, na? Whatever. As at 31st March 2020. And can you see we can prepare balance sheet in two column? Opening closing we can do together. अरे बोलना रे. Why to waste our time by preparing what? In two format. 31st March 2020. It is the previous year should be given in second column. Always na. 31st March 2019. 31st March 2020. 31st March 2019. Have you understood? Bata. We should start from where? Okay, we should start from the first item. Item by item will do. We'll start with the first item. We'll start with what? Cash and bank. Correct. Receipt and payment account na. Can we start? You can add asset and you can add liability. Liability. First what is given? Look, cash and bank. Okay, so opening closing both is given. Write down cash and bank. Opening how much? 2 lakh 50. Closing how much? 1 lakh 43,000. Done. Second item is what? Subscription. Can we prepare one account? Working note number 1. Subscription account. What is given? How much received? By cash and bank how much? How much received? Total received is what? The previous year how much received? 65,000. So 18, 19 how much received? 65,000 na. How much received for current year? Received for current year is 3 lakh 55,000. One thing is clear that what is the opening outstanding? So how much outstanding subscription opening? It is 65,000 and they have given one additional information. What is the closing outstanding they have given? How much outstanding subscription at end? How much? 55,000. Is one thing clear that there is no pre-received. What will be income and expenditure account? Income and expenditure account will be what? How much? 4 lakh, 4 lakh 10,000 will be what? Income and expenditure account balancing figure. Okay, this will go to opening balance sheet. This will go to closing balance sheet. This will go to income and expenditure account. Understood? We will do all posting together. Will not wait. Okay? चलेगा? So can we write down? So the income and expenditure account how much? We write down by subscription. You can write down working note number 1. How much? 4 lakh 10,000. Then outstanding subscription is there. We write down subscription outstanding asset na. How much opening? 65,000. How much closing? 55,000. Understood? Correct? Any doubt? No doubt. Then what is given? Donation. Donation, what we have assumed? General donation. Where it will be transferred? By donation. Correct? Understood? How much? 55,000. Then entrance fee. How much will be transferred to what? Income and expenses account. Only to the extent of 50%. So how much 50%? 42,000. And the balance will be transferred where? To capital fund. Write down capital fund. Opening balance is not given. We need to find out opening balance. Correct now. Right now you don't know opening balance. But in this will add what? Entrance fee. Are you getting what I'm saying? So how much will be added? 42,500. Done. Correct. Done. The next is what? Salaries and wages. There is one adjustment. So there is some given outstanding. The outstanding will be added only. So we can do without working note. So outstanding will be added now. Because there is an expense of current year. देखो what? An expense to what? Salaries and wages. The how much paid? 1,65,000. How much outstanding? 40,000. Total become 2,05,000. The outstanding expense will go where? Balance sheet. Asset side. Asset side na. Liability side. Yeah, asset side. So how much opening या closing? Closing. How much? 40,000. Leave some space for capital fund. Huh? Because some item will be added in capital fund. Sufficient space leave. 40,000. Understood. Then I think office expense will go where? There is no adjustment for that. So to office expense. How much? 25,000. 35. 35,000. Correct. Then what is given? Sports equipment. To sports equipment to asset. We write on sports equipment. Sports equipment. It is understood it was purchased during the year and there is no opening balance for that. There is no opening balance for that. Correct. So how much purchase? 3 lakh. 3 lakh. So write down purchased 3 lakh depreciation. Therefore I'm writing यहाँ पर 3,42,000 minus what? Depreciation. Depreciation how much? 25% is how much? 85,500. 85,500. So how much closing balance? 2,56,500. Depreciation will go where? Expense. So 2 depreciation on sports equipment how much? 85,500. Understood? Correct. Then telephone charges. Any adjustment? 2 telephone charges how much? 28. Yes, sir. Then electricity charges. Any adjustment? So 2 electricity charges how much? 32,000. Then what? Traveling and conveyance. Any adjustment? So 2 traveling and conveyance charges how much? 65,000. Already we have written closing cash and bank. So you can see all the items of receipt and payment account done. Correct. Once you have done receipt and payment account, just cross check whether any additional information is left or not. Always cross check. 1 done, 2 done, 3 done, 4 done. Everything done. Now we can do what? Closing. So first we'll close the income and expenditure account and we'll find out whether income is more than expense or what? Expense is more than income. So income is more na. In this case, profit is not known as profit. Profit will be known as what? Surplus. Because there is no intention to earn profit. It is not profit, it is surplus. And the surplus will be transferred to what? Transferred to capital fund. How much? 57,000. This will be added where? Capital. So we'll add what? Surplus. How much surplus? 57,000. Understood. This much. Now first we'll find out opening capital from opening balance sheet as a balancing figure. Okay, opening balance is all asset return, all liability return. Asset minus liability will what? Capital. So can you give me opening capital? How much? So this is 3 lakh 15. 3 lakh 15,000. So can I say this will become opening balance of current year 3 lakh 15,000? So can you give me the closing balance of current year? 4 lakh 40,500. 4 lakh 14,500, and you just cross check whether balance is tallied. What is the total? 4 lakh 54,500. 4 lakh 54,500. Super easy. What do you think? Simple or difficult? But of course, for us it will be difficult, but it will not be so simple in exam. But whatever we have done, have you understood? Any doubt? Huh? Opening balance from where we got this. This what? Total asset minus total liability is equal to what? Balancing figure na. Total asset you draw minus total liability is capital. Accounting equation. I said capital will be as a balancing figure from opening balance sheet. Find out balancing figure of opening balance sheet. Got it? So write down there, and this will become opening balance यहाँ पर. Then you can find out closing balance. Then make total. It will match. चलेगा? Can we take one more question? Now, illustration of 5. What they have given? From the following information of club, show the amount of match expenses and match fund in the appropriate financial statement of club for the year ended 31st March 2020. Correct? You can see match expenses paid during the year is 1,10,000. Match fund opening balance 30,000. How much donation received? 55,000. Proceed from sale of match ticket is 20,000. Correct? So can I say this is related to a specific activity? So what is the opening balance of fund? 30,000. How much you have received? 50,000. Correct? Then how much income earned from match ticket? 20,000 will be added. What is the expenses? 1,10,000. It will become what? Nil. And nothing will be transferred to income and expenditure account. This is fund based accounting already we have done. Nothing will be transferred to what? Achha, sorry. In this case, what is the total of this? 1,05,000. But our expense is what? 1,10,000. So how much we can deduct from this fund? Only 1,05,000. Whatever extra expense made, that will be transferred to what? Income and expenditure account. Correct? So any expenses over and above fund balance, so that will be charged to income and expenditure account only. Correct? Means you have received this much donation. Total donation was how much? 85. Then surplus received is what? 20. So you have a balance of what? Only 1,05,000. So you can do only expenditure to the extent of 1,05,000. But what is your expense? 1,10,000. So any excess expense will be transferred to what? So you can see income and expenditure account 5,000 will be debited to income and expenditure account. Correct? Got it? Let us do illustration number 6. During the year ended 31st March 2020, the subscription received by Jaipur Literary Society were 4,50,000. This much received. The subscription include 20,000 received for the year ended 31st March 2019. Means out of 4,50,000, how much received for previous year? It means it was opening outstanding. Correct? On 31st March 2020, subscription due but not received were 15,000. So this become outstanding at the end. Then advance subscription received for the year ended 31st March 2020 but pertaining to year 2021 amounted to rupees 26,000. Means how much advance received for next year? 26,000. Correct? So it means this become pre-received income at the end. Pre-received subscription at the end. The subscription received for the year 31st March 2020 include. Now, subscription received for the year ended 31st March 2020 include the advance received for the year ended. They have given the subscription received for the year 31st March 2020 include the advance received for the year ended 31st March 2019 amounted to rupees 18,000. This is not correct, na? English is not correct, na? Means we can understand from the emotion of the question, but are you finding some difficulty in the English? Are you finding? Because I am also finding. Chalo. The subscription received for the year 31st March 2020 include advance received for the year 31st March 2019. This is your opening advance. This will be what subscription received for the year 31st March 2019 include advance received for the year ended 31st March 2020. Now it is correct, na? बोलो yes or no? Now it become correct, na? अरे बोलना रे. Means from the emotions we understood previously they have given closing to this opening only. But can you say English was not correct? अरे बोलना रे. The subscription received for the year 31st March 2019 means previous year subscription include advance received for current year. Correct na? So there was some what mistake. What should be the amount credited to income and expenditure account as income from subscription? So the subscription account in the books of society. So you need to prepare subscription account. Prepare first. In every question, subscription account you will only prepare. I will not prepare. Done. Why are you taking so much time? Format, just fit it. You'll get the answer, na? Done. Everyone got it? Why you are thinking so much? It is direct information question, na? Everything is given directly. What is the opening outstanding? How much opening outstanding? 20,000. Opening advance? 18,000. Closing outstanding? 15,000. Closing advance? How much received? So how much will be transferred to income and expenditure? This only you have done? Do illustration number 7. Write down properly, as you write in exam. Anyone who have done mistake in 6? How? What you have got? 18,000 to I have corrected na. 18,000 only I have corrected na. The correction whatever we have made. The subscription received for the year 31st March to 19 is previous year. Previous year we have received some subscription that include an advance received for the year ending 31st March 2020. Means we have received some advance during previous year for current year that become pre-received income at the beginning. What is the pre-received income at the beginning? 18,000. Are you doing illustration number 7? Done. What you have done? So, what they have given? You need to ask. You need to find out subscription outstanding at the end. Correct. So what they have given? They have given opening outstanding. How much they have given? Is given direct information. Correct. They have given what? Subscription received in advance at year end. How much they have? 62,000 direct information given. Then they have given opening advance also. This is also direct information. Then they have given how much received 4,10,000. This is also direct information. Then they have given 350 into 1050. How much? This become total income of the current year. So this will be transferred to income and expenditure account. The balancing figure will what? Outstanding subscription at year and 34,500. Easy. Easy na? Super easy. Now, the next illustration I will do after BRS. You know BRS? What we'll do, because this question has some concept of BRS and that chapter we have deferred. So we'll take that question and once again we'll come back. Unnecessary, I don't want to trouble you right now because I hope PRS you are not so much strong. Chalega. So leave it. But this is very important question from examination point of view. We'll take this question, nothing to worry. Correct. Understood. So we have understood that from receipt and payment account, how to prepare income and expenditure account. Correct. Now let us take one question where income and expenditure account will be given and you have to prepare what? Receipt and payment account. Correct. Means we need to convert accrual basis into what? Cash basis. That is the only point. We need to convert what? Accrual accounting into what? Cash basis, na? Yes, sir. Let us read one question. Prepare income and expenditure account. Acha, this is the same question. Next question. Acha, next illustration 9. Receipt and payment account is given. Let us take one question of receipt and payment. Okay. We'll come to income and expenditure after this question. Practice ho jata. Question 9, illustration 9. The Sports Writer Club gives the following receipt and payment account for the year ended. It is given opening balance of cash and bank, subscription given, miscellaneous income given, interest on FD given. So the subscription will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Miscellaneous income will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Interest on FD will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Salaries will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Rent will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Library book will be an asset. Magazines and newspaper. A magazine and newspaper what? Income and expenditure account. Sundari expenses where? Income and expenditure account. Sports equipment where? Asset. Balance carried down what? Asset. Correct. Then they have given some information. Subscription outstanding at the beginning given, at the end given. Outstanding rents and electricity at the beginning given, at the end given. Outstanding for magazines and newspaper at the beginning given, at the end given. We are expert in this. Correct. We are expert now. FD they have given beginning and at the end is no changes in FD. Interest accrued thereon means interest accrued on FD. Correct. Interest income accrued means interest outstanding. Correct now. Is 500 and 500. Subscription receivable means they have given outstanding. Subscription outstanding. Prepaid expense they have given. Furniture they have given. Sports equipment they have given. Library book they have given. Opening balance they have given. So of course, why closing balance not given? We need to find closing balance by depreciating. The closing value of furniture, sports equipment are to be determined after charging depreciation itna itna. Okay. The club library books are revalued at the end of the year and the value is 5250. Is what they are for this they are using some revaluation method. Value at the beginning was 5000. Value at the end become 5250. So can I say 250 become what? Income. The value increased now. So 5000 become what? 5250. Correct. You can see from the above information you are required to prepare balance sheet at the beginning, then income and expenditure account and closing balance sheet. Okay, because they have given this way, so we'll prepare one by one. Correct? Can we do? But we'll do together. But we write down separate what? Working note. Can we start? We are doing illustration number 9. You will do, I will do. Both will do. First what they have asked? Balance sheet at the beginning. The balance sheet of sports 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 club as at 31st March 2005. Oh, 31st March 2019. Then what do we write down? Income and point number B, they have asked income and expenditure account of sports club for the year ended 31st March 2020. Then what? Can we start? Well, now whenever this type of question given where opening asset and opening liability and closing asset and closing liability are given, first write down that asset liability wherever required. One by one, can we start? If you permit. Follow. So can you give me first all opening asset given? Yeah, opening liability given. Start giving. First cash and bank. So cash and bank how much? 4820. Then बताओ balance sheet. Library book. How much? 5,000. But why you are finding one by one every item givna? Start from this. You start from this na salary outstanding. Correct na? Start from, don't start from receipt and payment account. Start from what? This other information given. Correct na? First we'll add on opening asset, opening liability, closing asset, closing liability. Then we'll come to what? Receipt and payment account. Okay na? Okay? Correct? So give me that wise. Don't find any item right now. Correct? So the what is given? Salary, liability or asset? Liability or asset? Who is saying asset? Salary outstanding how much? If you want to write down together, you can write down together also. Means you need to, I need to thoda sa, I'll be in trouble na. Are you getting what I'm saying? So salary outstanding how much? Closing 170. Then what? Outstanding rent and electricity. So rent and electricity outstanding how much? 864. Then go down and write down what? Rent and electricity outstanding how much? 973. Then what? Huh? Outstanding is an expense outstanding. The magazines and newspaper outstanding how much? 226. Magazine and newspaper outstanding how much? 340. Then what? Fixed deposit. Fixed deposit how much? 20,000. It remains same now. So fixed deposit 20,000, then interest accrued is an asset or liability? Asset na. Interest accrued, how much? Closing, how much? Then what? Subscription receivable with outstanding. Subscription receivable, how much? 1263. Subscription receivable at year end, how much? 1575. Then prepaid expense is also what? Asset. So how much prepaid expense? 417. And closing is what? 6. Then what? Furniture opening balance is given. Given na. How much opening balance? Depreciation it is given. So we can find out furniture closing also. So it is 9,600 minus what? चल ना, I will change the name. बहुत नीचे था. Okay. Okay. Difficult for me ना, for you it's easy. अरे बोलना रे. Okay. Balance sheet. As at which date? 31st March 2020. क्या रे? So also trouble me. 960. How much? 8640. Then sports equipment. Opening is what? 7,200. Closing is what? Is 7,200 minus 20%. Who will give 20%? Like 20%. Can't give 1440. 1440, how much? But there is some purchase also, I think so. Sometime in this way now we will make difficulties. Yeah. Leave now. We'll find out at the end. Then what? What is given next? Library book. Opening only give. Closing will do calculate at the end. How much? 5,000. Then let us come to what? Don't do any balancing. Balancing will do at the end. Once receipt and payment account is also completed. Correct. I think all asset, all liability written, whatever information given, we have calculated. Can we start with now income and expenditure means receipt and payment account? So opening cash already we have written. Next item is what? Prepare subscription account. Subscription account you will prepare working note number 1. Madam, working note number 1, start preparing subscription account. They have given what? Opening subscription receivable how much? 1 2, and how much closing? 1 5, and how much received? 28,000. So how much will be transferred to income and expenditure? 28,912. So 28,912 will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Done? चलेगा? Will come to what? Income and expenditure account. Acha, this I have written here. Some item already. बताओ. How much subscription? It is what? 2891. Two. Subscription done. What is the next item? So no adjustment. Done by miscellaneous income. How much? 700. Then what? Interest by interest. How much received? How much received? How much received? 2000. Correct. Now they have given interest outstanding at the beginning and at the end same amount is given. So interest outstanding at the beginning will be plus or minus. Now in this we can do statement format. Plus minus will do. They are willing to save our time. So interest outstanding means interest income outstanding at the beginning will be plus or minus. Why? Because it is 500 and 500. One will be plus, one will be minus. Because same amount it will not affect. But I am asking you. It can be different amount also, na? So interest outstanding at the beginning plus ki minus. Plus interest outstanding means what? Interest outstanding means interest receivable means income of last year, not received last year, will be received in current year. Whether it is income of current year? No, it is received but not income. So we'll do plus ki minus. So why you have said plus? You have said plus na? अरे बोलना रे. And interest outstanding at the end will be plus. So it will be 2000. So we can do in this way also. Or you can prepare account. But account will take time. Better will do plus minus for this now. Subscription account always you prepare. In subscription account also we can do plus minus. But that account you prepare always. For others will do plus minus chalega. Then what? Next item is what? Salary. So two salaries. Any adjustment is there? Yes. So how much paid? 12,000. The salary outstanding will be plus ki minus? Salary outstanding at the beginning I'm asking. Plus ki minus? Minus. Now minus how much? 7? 710. Plus how much? 170. How much? 11,460. Then what? So to rent and electricity. In this also there is one adjustment. How much paid? बताओ. Outstanding at the beginning we will do what? Minus 864 plus how much? 973. How much? 7,329. Then next is what? Library book they have given. So library book opening balance was how much? Library book purchase they have given. अच्छा purchase they have given. To come to library book. अच्छा. So let us prepare one account so that you can understand. Come to working note number 2. बताओ. What is the opening balance? How much? 5,000. What is the closing balance? What is the closing balance? 5250. Now we have purchased also to cash or bank how much? 1,000. It means can I say out of 6,000 this much is left? Means balance is what? Consumed during the year, or you can say depreciation. Means the balance book is consumed means it is not used now. That will be either you can say depreciation or you can say what? This is what consumed. So better we write on depreciation only. So how much depreciation? 750. Understood. This will go to opening balance sheet. Already written. This will go to closing balance sheet, and this will go to what? Income and expenditure account. Correct. Closing balance sheet we can write down. So you can write down library book as per working note 52550. And how much depreciation? So to depreciation on library book 750. Understood? Then what? Sundry expenses. So magazines and newspaper. How much paid? How much paid? 2172. In this also there is some outstanding. So outstanding at the beginning how much? Plus minus. And plus how much? 340. How much? 2286. Then what? To sundry expense. Sundry expense is total expense. They have given some prepaid expense. Check karo. They have given some prepaid expense na. But you have not mentioned prepaid expense. You have written prepaid expense in balance sheet. I have not written na. I have also written. Okay. Prepaid expense mentioned. So how much paid? 10,278. But the prepaid expense at the beginning will be plus ki minus? Prepaid expense plus pakka. Understood? Outstanding is minus. This is plus only. I know what you are thinking. Na? So plus how much? Minus how much? 620 is equal to how much? 10,075. Then what next? Sports equipment. So sports equipment also purchase. So better we prepare sports equipment account. Prepare sports equipment account. What is the opening balance given? How much? 7,200. Correct. And how much purchase to cash or bank? How much? 1,000. Correct. The date of purchase was given. Date of purchase given, not given? Not given. Okay. Now depreciation. So by depreciation at what rate they have given? 20% they have given now. Correct. 20%. Hmm? Without. So can you say if nothing is given, we can assume that sports equipment were purchased at the beginning only. So we can charge depreciation on both. So depreciation on both will be what? 8,200 into what? 20% is equal to what? 1640. Correct. So we'll take one assumption that it was purchased at the beginning of the year. However, you can also assume at the end. If it was purchased at the end, then no depreciation of 1,000. What assumption IC has taken? Check karo. 1640 only. Correct. We'll always take this assumption. Ki always nothing is given. Assume at the beginning only. Correct. Yes, sir. What is the closing balance? 6560. So can you see this will go to opening balance sheet, this will go to income and expenditure account, this will go to closing balance sheet. So can we write down? बताओ. To depreciation on sports equipment, how much? 151640. And sports equipment closing balance, how much? 6560. Have you understood this? You can add on here, you can mention working note number, you can mention working note number. Correct now? You can mention. Then next item is what? Balance. Balance means cash and bank. That is closing cash and bank. So closing cash and bank is how much? 2450. All item of receipt and payment done. All item of receipt and payment done. Follow. Now just cross check whether all the additional information done or not done. Once cross check. Just go through. Correct now? Like this. This done, 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 this done. Correct now? Sports equipment done, library book done, then depreciation done, and what is given this? This also done. All information done. Now can you find out opening balance? First you can find out. Acha, because that we have missed na. देखो they do in systematic basis, but why you have not said? So ठीक है. To depreciation of furniture, how much? 960. Correct. So can you first give me surplus or deficit? Deficit. Written by deficit transfer to what? Capital fund. How much deficit? 2888. Now, from opening balance sheet, can you give me opening capital? So, capital fund, how much? 47,000. This is the balancing figure. $47,000. Then, in closing balance, you can write down capital fund opening balance is what? Opening balance is what? 47,000. From this, we'll do minus what deficit? Deficit is what? 2888. What is the closing balance? It is 44,112. Then there were three outstanding. I have not written 340, 170, and your balance sheet will tell you. Check karo. Can we take one more question for practice for this receipt and payment only? This will practice only. One more question as practice. You can see they have given working note for these also separately. But we have done where? Directly where? Not required, but we can do plus minus now. Come to question number one. Practical question number one, TYK. The following is the receipt and payment account of Lion Club for the era ended. Era or year? Year ended. 31st March 2020. Okay, sir. Opening cash, opening bank, subscription receipt, entrance donation. Entrance fee, entrance donation means entrance fee. Interest received, sale of asset. So there is one sale of asset. Correct? Miscellaneous income received at coffee room. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Coffee room. Means we receive at coffee room. Means can you see in that club there will be one coffee room? The members will go, will pay amount and will drink coffee. That is collection from coffee room. Correct? Then soft drink. The soft drink also they will drink. Then swimming pool. They will do swimming. For that they need to pay some fees. Correct now? This is what one type of charges which is recovered from members. Then tennis court they will pay tennis also. For that also they need to pay some amount. Okay, sir. Then salary, creditor. Creditor means this is payment to creditor. Creditor means what? Payment to creditor. Correct? Understood? This payment to creditor na. Printing and stationery, postage, telephone and telex. Okay. Repair maintenance, glass and table linen means they have purchased some glass item or table linen means what? Some crockery etc. Or it may be some glass item because you can understand soft drink तो मजा आ रहा होगा glass में. Means understood. Then crockery and cutlery. So that is also required for some snacks, etc. So these are what? Correct na? So these are what? Some asset. This is asset na? Asset. Then garden upkeep. Garden upkeep means they are maintaining the garden. For that some maintenance expense. Membership fee. So this is what fees received. Membership fee, but payment. So this is what membership fee paid. So some payment will be done for membership fee. This is also an expense. Insurance, electricity, closing balance of cash and bank. Then assets and liability they have given at the beginning. One form is beginning. So they have given fixed asset. Okay, sir. Stock. Okay, sir. Investment. Okay, sir. 12%. Whenever rate of interest given, so we should find out whether the accrued interest and received is same or not. If not, we need to do outstanding. Correct. Outstanding subscription, prepaid insurance, sundry creditor. This is the opening sundry creditor. Then subscription received in advance. Correct. Okay, sir. Then interest donation received pending membership means we have received some interest donation at the beginning of means in previous year which is pending membership. Until now they have not been given membership. So in current year some membership will be given. So in current year it will be transferred to what? Capital fund or income and expenditure account as per the information given in the question. Gratuity fund. So there is some gratuity fund. Gratuity fund means it is a liability. It is a liability. Gratuity fund means some payment to employee still paid after on retirement of employee. This much you understood? Follow. Then following adjustment are to made with a drawing up account the subscription received in advance as on 31st March 2020. So can I say this is what closing advance? Outstanding subscription, the closing outstanding subscription, outstanding expenses and salary will be closing only, correct? Then 50% of interest donation was capitalized. So 50% of interest donation will be capitalized. So 50% will be transferred to what? Income and expenditure account. There was no pending membership as 31st March 2020, means all the membership has been given. All the membership has been given. The cost of assets sold, so the cost price of assets sold, you can see there was one sale of asset. What was sale proceeds? 8,000. The cost was how much? The cost of assets sold at the beginning. So on this 10,000 first we'll charge depreciation, then sale process we can find out gain or loss on sale of asset. Correct. Depreciation is to provide at the rate of 10% on asset. A sum of 20,000 received in October 2019 as interest donation. Once again, one more point is for interest donation. This is point number 4 and point number 7 related for interest donation. A sum of rupees 20,000 received in October 2019 means last year. Last year, na? October 2019 means current year only. Current year or last year? Current year. 2019 October current year. So received in current year from an applicant was to be refunded as he is not fulfilled the requisite membership qualification. The refund was made on 3rd June 2020. Make it 20. 20. 3rd June 2020. बताओ. Means we should think about time machine. Correct? चलो ठीक है. But have you understood 2020 means can I see it is not yet refunded? So it is due for refund. So this much amount will be liability. This much amount will liability. So the total interest donation will minus this. Then 50 after whatever is left, 50% will capitalize, 50% will be what transfer to income and expenditure account, and this 20,000 will be shown as liability because this is payable, refundable. Correct. Yes, sir. Then purchase made during the year amounted to rupees 15 lakh. So they have made purchase. They have made purchase means they have made purchase for what coffee, soft drink, etc. Purchase. Correct. The value of closing stock. So you can see opening stock was also given. So closing stock will be also given. So opening stock, closing stock. The club as a matter of policy charges of the income and expenditure account all purchase made on account of crockery, cutlery, glass in the year of purchase. Means what they are saying that as a matter of what policy, whatever they are purchasing will be charged to what income and expenditure account. If this glass item, crockery item will be considered as revenue expenditure. Will be so it will not be an asset, it will be charged to what? Income and expenditure account. As per the policy, will follow the policy only. Correct? You are required to prepare income and expenditure account. Good question or not? It's a good question. This type of question can be asked. Correct? You will help me or you will do by your own? Bolo? You will help me or you will do by your own? You will help me. So let us, you help me, I will help you. Let's see, matlab, suppose this question come, to how you are reacting to this question. First, we'll do whatever you have understood. Means I will not help you. Whatever you will say, I will write down. Then I'll highlight this is wrong, and this is correct. If you say, you'll say pass, you will pass that. Pass that means I will do at the end. Correct now. If you have understood, you say. If you do not understand, pass. And if you have wrongly understood, give me wrong. Correct now. Let's see how you are reacting. Suppose this question come 50 marks, so how much marks you will get? ऐसा करते हैं ना, चैलेंज करते हैं. So first we need to think about what time also. So can I say we have read the question, 7 minutes to gone. Because I have read slowly, you will read fast na in exam. So 7 minutes to read time gone. Now you out of 30 minutes, you 7 minutes gone. So how much minutes left? 23 minutes. So you have only how much? 23 minutes. You have watch. Open your watch like this. In exam, what you should do? You should open your watch. Yeah, you should purchase one small watch, that is standing watch, small like this, without tick 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 tick. Huh? You should not disturb anyone and just keep it in front of yourself. Correct? Means you should write by having a watch on time. That is also very important. You can't do Bible like this, na? Will you do in exam like this? No. So you should see your time, कि how much time is going. अच्छा उल्टा हो गया, क्या हो गया ये? Correct. Okay. चलो. So I will also watch. You will also watch. This is a method, huh? Exam method. Oi, open. I am opening. You are not opening. Wow. You don't have watch. Why? How many of you don't wear watch? So normally you don't wear or you don't wear what? Today. Exam time, no, it should be practice. You have watch, so please wear every time. Huh? You should always think about, always you should be in a habit to see it. Correct na? You should be habit na. Otherwise 350 will become 330. Yes, yes. You should be in habit of seeing watch also na. Correct? So wear the watch. This is the you need to understand. These are all required. Correct? Now those who do not have, use others watch. अच्छा you have mobile ना, बट छोड़ दे, मोबाइल तो देखना ही नहीं है. नो नो, लीव मोबाइल. ना ना, watch देखेंगे. I will see on your behalf. I will have an watch on your behalf. So I will inform you. 2 minutes gone, 3 minutes gone. I will inform you. ठीक है? Correct? चलो. I'm just giving you, when you are practicing, how you should practice in your home also. Because what will happen? You will do one question. You will take 1.5 hours. And even though you have done correct, it is not meaningful, na. So you should do the question in minimum time. So you should increase your speed. How to increase the speed? When you have watch, when you watch time, then only you will increase your speed now. So you should have a habit of doing any question in your home while practicing like this only. Once you are okay with the questions, we are okay with the concept now. Now we can do, either we'll do correct or wrong. That I will decide, you will not decide. That I will decide now, you will not decide. I will decide at the end. Okay? Chalo. Start drawing. Your time is start now. Start drawing what? Format. So I am doing on your behalf. Huh? My pen is not working. We are doing question number 1. Speed, huh? Speed. No line, nothing. This is do and die game. Income and expenditure of which Nalak company? What? Achha, Lion, I forgot. Lion Club. fast, keep sufficient space, huh? Don't be confused. Otherwise, Makhi will come into what? You know Makhi? Huh? The balance it can is to save time we can draw balance it in one column only. I will say better is that only. Huh? But we require opening balance sheet also na for capital fund. So why to do in two column? And why to do in one column? We can do in two column. बोलना. Speed. You are expert in line man. I know. In an exam, to draw the format very fast. And writing is not important, but it should be understood. Huh? Correct na? You should write on income and expenditure also. Huh? You have done. You've drawn the format. Start. If you've drawn the start, we'll start from what? First, write down what is the process. Write down all asset, whatever information given. Asset liability. Start. Bolo, you need to inform me also. Fixed asset. So I will also open the question of what. Chalo, you start. Acha, I don't have volume 2. Chalo. Fixed asset opening given. Opening is what? Second column, huh? Opening is what? 5 lakh. Then what? Stock. Opening given. How much? 3 lakh 80,000. Then what? Investment. It is 12%. Around 12%. How much? 5 lakh. 5 lakh first. Then what? Outstanding subscription. How much? 12,000. Then prepaid insurance. Asset na? How much? 1,000. Then sundry creditor is liability. Creditor. How much? 1 lakh 12,000. Then so this is also liability. Subscription received in advance. Opening how much? Then what you have said? Pending membership means it will be what? Asset or liability? Bolo? Asset or liability means you receive some amount. You have received some amount which is not transferred to income and expenditure account. It is what? It is asset or liability? Liability only na. Write down entrance fee pending what? Pending membership. How much? 1 lakh. Then Gratuity fund is a liability. Already I have said. Gratuity fund how much? 1,50,000. Then done. Then closing asset and liability given. Say me. Whatever given. Don't find any item. Closing assets and liability is also given in the next para. Na? Closing stock how much? 2,10,000. Then whatever given that only you say. Even after that, what is given? Arey yaar, it is given a subscription. Point number one is given na. Point number is given subscription receive in advance. It is given closing only na. So give me this item. Why you are finding? 18,000 is given. Then what? Then outstanding subscription how much? Then what is given? Bata. Outstanding means they have given outstanding salary also. Outstanding salary they have given and outstanding electricity they have given. Chalo, write down. Outstanding salary how much? Then outstanding electricity expense how much? Huh? 15,000. Then what is given? That you give star mark because that will we need to do adjustment na. Then what? Cost of assets sold. You give star mark. Give star mark. Give star mark. This will not come in balance sheet na. You need to do adjustment na. It's star mark. We need to go to receipt and payment account and then come back to this. Give star mark. Closing stock already written. Then point number 10 star mark that will be transferred to income and expenditure means all assets and liability return. Correct? Then we'll come to what? Your 10 minute over. Huh? 10 minutes is over. Batao. Then what? Opening cash. Cash and bank opening is given how much? And closing also can you say me? Acha, cash and bank given separately. Do we write down separately only? So cash is how much? Bank is how much? Similarly, closing cash and bank can you give me? Closing cash is what? 8,000. And closing bank is what? 2 lakh. Then what is the first item? Subscription receipt. Can you prepare subscription account? Prepare subscription account fast. 1 lakh 94. पक्का? I mean, answer. I think there is some printing mistake. You make it 2 lakh 2,750. It's 2 lakh 2,750. Make it changes 2 lakh 2,750. There is some printing mistake. Correct. Now it will be what? That will go where? Write down. Pi subscription working note number what? 1 1 lakh 94,750. Everyone got this? Anyone who have not got this answer? Got. Next item is what? Entrance fee. Entrance fee you will do or you want to pass? Do it. 50 minute over, huh? 14 minute over. Entrance fee you want to do or you want to pass? To do. I will not say. You have not passed now. Do it. You don't have book. What is this? Can't give much time to this. You need to do fast. Whatever you are doing because you have not said fast. Do it fast. Don't think. Don't discuss. Wrong chalega. Don't discuss. Whatever you have understood, do it. Whatever you have understood, do it. Okay? Are you getting? I said now either you do correct, you do wrong, or you pass. You are doing to do it wrong. Why you are discussing? डिस्कस करने में बहुत माहिर होते हैं आप लोग. इन एग्जाम विथ whom you will discuss? You don't have book. So do na. Do wrong. Do wrongly. What I am saying, you have not said pass. Now do it. Whatever you have understood. In exam you will do it na. Done. Done. Done that point, or you have gone to other point. Next point you have went. Give me some time. Chalo. You have done what? Entrance fee done. Interest donation done. Is the question here. We are doing this now. Interest donation done na. The interest receive. You'll do. Interest is do. Interest receive also done. Everyone done. Interest received. Huh? Do it. Do it. Interest received. There is one investment. Correct. 12% of that investment you need to calculate. Got it. 12% of 5 lakh is how much? How much received? So how much not received will be what? Will be outstanding. The income outstanding will come where? That hint I have given. Do it. Correct. Interest received done. Correct. Sale of asset. Do. You want to do or I will do? Pass. Sale of asset pass. Now everything will say pass. Huh? Chalo. Miscellaneous income. Done. Receipt at coffee room, soft drink, swimming pool, tennis court. Done. Pass. Pass. Salaries. Done. There is one adjustment. Salary outstanding at the end. Everything don't say pass. Huh? It's a very simple. I just want to cross check how much item you can do by your own. Payment to creditor. Prepay one creditor account. Payment to creditor. Prepay one creditor account. Opening creditor. Closing creditor. Purchase is given. So you can find out closing creditor from this. I think closing creditor is not given now. You can find out closing creditor from this. Purchase is given. Creditor account done. Creditor account done. Opening creditor given. Purchase given. Payment given. You can find out closing creditor. Creditor information done. This much time you are taking for creditor account. Done? Oh my god. So leave creator account. Leave it. Leave it. Do something. Printing a stationery. Printing a stationery. Any adjustment? No adjustment. Write down. Postage. Any adjustment? No. Write down. Repair maintenance. Any adjustment? No. Write down. Crockery and cutlery will be charged to PL only. Means income and expenditure account. Write down. Glass and table linen also transfer to what? Income and expenditure account. Is as an expense. Garden upkeep. No adjustment. Membership fee. No adjustment. Insurance, there is one prepaid insurance. I think prepaid insurance they have given. Adjustment is there. Do it by your own. Prepaid insurance, do it by your own. Electricity adjustment is there. Do it by your own. There by your own. Electricity some adjustment is there na. Then closing cash and bank, write down where? In balance sheet already written. Once you come to closing cash and bank, inform me. Closing cash and bank done. Then see whether all the information done. Additional 1, 2, 3. What is not done? Give star mark. Any information is pending? Just check once. Whatever you have not done, just give star mark and then leave. Then don't do balancing. Chalo. Now let us check what you have done, what should be done. However, 5 minutes is left for 30 minutes. Means one thing is clear that with practice you can do this question in 30 minutes. Because 20 अभी यहाँ पर हुआ 26 minutes. 7 minutes already we have taken for reading. 26 plus 7, 32. And any good question, because this is a good question, we can take 35 minutes in exam maximum. So still how many minutes left? Still 7 minutes are left. Sorry, 3 minutes are left. Correct now. So it means you can complete it with practice. I mean, right now there is no practice now. It means given a chance with practice you can complete it. Whether correct wrong that is different. I'm not saying correctly or wrongly, but you can complete it with practice. Bolna yes or no? Are you able to understand? So you can see I have created some pressure. You started writing fast. You started writing fast. It may be done in exam in given time with practice. So practice required. Now let's see what are the points you have not done. Okay, now. Of course, in exam that point you will do by your own. Now because I am with you, so you have passed it. Any difference है ना? So either you'll do correctly or wrongly, that you are not supposed to think right now. But the same question will come with practice. You'll do correctly only. Correct now? Are you getting? So let's see. Now can we come to 1 second income subscription? After subscription, what is given? So by entrance fee will come. Working note number 2 you need to prepare. Now I am just informing you how to do. how to react in exam hall. Working note number 1 already you prepared. I am preparing working note number 2. So there is entrance donation na. So write down entrance donation only. Whatever they have written. Entrance donation account. So what is the opening balance given? Opening balance is asset or liability? Asset or liability? अरे बोलो. Opening balance given, you have written in asset side or liability side? You have written in liability side. Now you are saying asset. Opening balance is given na. Entrance fee pending subscription means you have received last year, which is not transferred to PL. It is pre-received income. Pre-received income is what? Liability. So can you say opening liability? Write down by balance brought down. How much? How much? 1 lakh. Now how much you have received in current year? By cash and bank, how much you have received? Huh? 1000. They have clerical mistake they have given the question. In the solution, how much they have taken? 1000, 1 lakh. 1 lakh na? In solution, they have taken 1 lakh to 1000. So make one correction. In the question, correct it. It is not 1000, it is 1 lakh. However, we can do with 1000 also, but answer will not match with solution. Chalega? Understood? But let us match with the solution. So how much you have received? 1 lakh. So can I say this will be added? This will be added. Correct? Now they have given one information. Point number. They have given one information. Point number 7. Ki 20,000 received in current year will be refunded. So can I say it will become closing liability? Refundable means it will become closing liability. Without two balance carried down how much? Two balance carried down how much? It will become closing liability. Bolo yes or no? Where is refundable na? Correct. Understood. Means 1 lakh plus 1 lakh, 2 lakh minus 20,000. It become 1 lakh 80,000. So we receive 1 lakh 80,000. Out of that, how much will be capitalized? So how much will be transferred to capital fund? 90,000 will be transferred to capital fund. And how much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? How much will be transferred to income and expenditure account? Batao. Have you understood? Have you understood this? Have you understood this? Bolo. Have you understood? Any doubt in this? Anyone have done this? However, you have taken 1000, but even though you have taken 1000, whether the concept was this only? So if you have taken 1000, I think your answer is coming what? 1 lakh 1000 minus 20,000. How much? 1 lakh 1000 minus 20,000. How much? 91,000. 91,000. 81,000. 81,000. 81,000 divided by 2. So have you transferred 40,500 to what? Income and expenditure account. If you have done that, means correctly you have done. So how many have you transferred 40,500 to income and expenditure account and 40,500 to capital fund? If you have done that, it was correct only. It was correct. But change 1000 to what? 1 lakh. Chalega? Understood? Correct. Let us transfer. Batao. Interest fee liability is what? 20,000. You can add on 20,000 here liability. Correct? Understood? How much will be added to capital fund? You add on capital fund. Opening balance is not known right now. Plus you will do entrance donation. Entrance fee how much? 90,000 will capitalize. And how much will transfer to what? Income and expenditure account. 90,000 will be capitalized. Understood? Correct. What is the next point? We write on by interest income. Interest income. बताओ. First we'll calculate total interest. Total interest will be what? What is the government securities? Means what was the investment? 5 lakh into what? 12%. How much? Well, 60,000 is my total interest income. Out of this, how much we have received? 50. So how much not received? That become interest receivable. Interest receivable is an asset or liability. Asset or liability. Write on accrued or whatever you want to write on accrued interest, or write down interest outstanding, or write down interest receivable. It will be asset side. 2000. 2000 is nothing but 60 minus 58,000. 58,000. How many have done this? Those who have not done, are you able to identify your mistake? Correct. Next item is what? Sale of asset. So sale of asset means you need to prepare one asset account, fixed asset account. We'll write down working note number 3. Have you prepared fixed asset account? You need to prepare fixed asset account. बोलो yes or no? अरे बोल दो yes or no. So fixed asset account तो you have done in depreciation chapter only. बताओ. What is the opening balance given? To balance brought down 5 lakh. Out of this, one asset has been sold. What was the date of sale? When the date of sale was given, check करो. It was sale. Nothing has been given. So you need to take one assumption. So let us assume that it was sold at the end of the year. Correct? It was sold at the end of the year. So can I say if the asset was sold at the end of the year, it means when you charge depreciation on the asset sold, means on this 5 lakh will charge depreciation. On this 5 lakh will charge depreciation. अरे बोला रे. Yes sir. So by depreciation 5 lakh into what? 10% means how much? 50,000. Is it correct? This one? It means the WDB of the asset at the beginning was what? 10,000. Means this include two things. One is the what is the asset sold? The WDB is 10,000, and what is not sold is 4 lakh 90,000. But will you charge depreciation on 10,000? Yes, means that depends upon assumption. I don't know what ICI has taken assumption. You can't do as per solution now. We are taking assumption that say asset was sold at the end. You can also take assumption asset was sold at the beginning only. Then it become easy. So what do you want to take assumption? Asset was sold at the beginning or at the end? You want at the end? चलेगा? So let us do at the end only. So 50,000 will be depreciation. Correct? 50,000 is the depreciation. Now, can I say the asset which has been sold, the cost price at the beginning was 10,000. So on 10,000 we have charged depreciation at a rate of 10%. It become 1,000. It become now 9,000. It was sold at what price? 8,000. So we read buy bank how much? Buy bank 8,000. And what is the loss on sale? Loss on sale is what? Loss on sale is 1,000. Are you able to understand what we have done? Understood? There was any purchase given. There was no purchase of fixed asset. Means the balancing figure we can find out now. By balance carried down is how much? Four lakh 41,000, 4,41,000 balancing figure. Correct. Whether this depreciation will go where? Income and expenditure account. This loss will go where? This loss will go where? Income and expenditure account. And this balance will go where? In the balance sheet. So can we write down? बताओ. Fixed asset 4,41,000. Correct. To depreciation. To depreciation how much? 50,000. And to loss on sale of asset how much? 1,000. This much, any doubt? No doubt. Correct. Then what is the next point? Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous income, no adjustment. So how much miscellaneous income? How much? 9,000. Correct. Then what they have given? Receipts type they have given many collection. It means can you say they are doing some operating activities? Operating activities. So what we should do? We should calculate profit from that operations. We'll prepare one working note. Working note. Correct. Working note number 4. Calculation of profit or loss from trading activity. There is some trading activities now. It means we need to prepare what? One trading account. Trading account बोलो yes or no? You are expert in trading account. अरे बोल दो yes or no. What is the opening stock given? Opening stock given how much? 3,80,000. How much purchase given? How much purchase given? 1,500. 15 lakh. Then can I say we write down sales? So sales from coffee room how much? Coffee room how much? 10,70,000. Then what room? Soft drink how much? 5,10,000. Then there was what? Swimming pool how much? 80,000. Then what? Tennis court how much? 1,02,000. So this becomes sale proceeds. Then they have given closing stock. Closing stock is how much? 2,10,000. So we can find out profit from operations. What is the profit? 92,000 is the profit. So this 92,000 will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Correct? We can add on profit from operations or trading activities. We can add on by profit from trading activities. Correct now? So by profit from trading activity. This I was supposed that you would have said past okay because new point which I have not done till now. It was a new point now. So this if you have said past okay. Correct? अरे बोलना रही. But can I see if you know purchase this so you could have applied your common sense. This was not complicated. बोलना. Correct now. Opening stock is given, purchase is given, closing stock is given. This prepare trading account. But चलो ठीक है. Working note number 4 92,000. Now तो if in exam this type of question will come you can do it. Correct? Then what? Then what? Salary means now you came to payment na. So salary. How much payment done? 1 lakh 20. And how much is outstanding at the end? So we will do plus ki minus plus. So what is the expense? I think everyone has done correct only. Then what? Do what? Creditor. Outstanding is already written. Check karo. It is written na. ठीक है. Then creditor. You will prepare one creditor account. I was not miss. You have not done correctly, so it is not correct. Creditor account you should do it. Working note number 5 I will also do. Creditor account you need to prepare. Creditor account. Opening balance is how much? By balance brought down how much? 5 lakh. How much purchase done? By purchase how much? 15 lakh. Correct na? To cash and bank how much payment done? Who said 5 lakh? Opening balance is how much? 1 lakh. Whatever you will say, I write on that only now. Cash and bank how much? Payment 15 lakh 20,000. So closing balance you can calculate 90. How many you have got this answer? So this will go to what? Balance sheet. So 92,000 you can add on in balance sheet. In balance sheet add on 92,000. Have you understood this working note? Creditor account. This is the bachpan account. Bachpan में you have prepared many times creditor and debtor account. Correct? Any doubt in this? No doubt? Then what? Next item is what? Now I think many expenses are given without adjustment. So start to printing and stationery how much? 7? 70. 70,000 then. Postage how much? 40. 40,000 then. Telephone and telex how much? 52,000 then. Repair and maintenance how much? 48. Then glass and what table na? How much? 1 2. Then 2 crockery and cutlery how much? 1 4. Then 2 garden upkeep how much? 8,000. Then 2 membership fee how much? No adjustment for this also na. Then what? To insurance I think there is some adjustment. What they have given? How much paid? Prepaid is given at the end or at the beginning? At the beginning. So at the beginning will be added. Prepaid at the beginning will be added. Prepaid at the beginning will be added. 1,000 closing I think not given. Prepaid at the end is not given. So prepaid expense what? I mean insurance expense what? 6,000. How many done correct? This should be correct. This my help is not required. Correct? Then what? 2 electricity. In this also there is one adjustment. How much paid? How much outstanding? It will be added now. How much? 40. I think all item done. Now just see whether any information is left. First done, second done, third done, fourth done, fifth done, sixth done, 7 done, 8 done, 9 done, 10 done. All item done. Correct. Can you give me now surplus or deficit? Surplus or deficit, can you give me? How much? Deficit. How much deficit? 30,250. Now, can you give me opening capital fund? Give me opening capital fund from opening balance sheet. 'How much opening? Opening capital fund. Opening capital fund means all asset minus all liability. 10 lakh 29,850. Everyone getting? 10 lakh 29,850. Correct. Got it. Then, after calculating this now, once you cross check whether all the closing asset and closing liability is written or not. Sometimes whatever opening balance is given, closing balance is not given. So can I say opening balance will become closing balance? Correct now. It might happen some item is missing. Check करेंगे. Fixed asset you have done, stock done, investment you can see 5 lakh is what opening given. So closing will become 5 lakh only na. So this type of mistake may happen. I'll give everything in writing. The steps I'll give. Don't worry. Okay. Then prepaid insurance nothing is given to nil only. Correct, nil na. And you can see the gratuity fund if nothing is given what you'll do. If gratuity fund nothing is given, it is not paid. It is not paid. If it is not paid, the liability remain same. So can you say it will be 1,50,000? So this can be dangerous. This can be dangerous. Are you getting what I am saying? If there is a opening liability, it is not paid. The opening liability and closing liability will be same only. Are you able to understand? But the closing balance was not given. Closing balance was not given. Find out closing balance. Correct. So you need to be careful about this. Don't worry, I'll give some steps how to proceed in exam. So there is one deficit. Deficit you write down यहाँ पर. Deficit is how much? 30,250. So what is the closing capital? Can you give me? 10 lakh 89,000 and just cross check where the balance sheet tallied. Correct. Balance sheet tell it. What is the total? 13 lakh, 13 lakh 92. And what is the total of opening? 14 lakh 850. I think in this entire question, only 2 points were difficult. Apart from that 2 point, you should have done others point by your own. 2 point was one trading activity wala point and one entrance wala point, entrance fee. Apart from I should, is from my point of view, you should do by your own only. Am I correct or not? But you have not done. You have not done. Why? Because I have created some pressure. Time limit was there, and same thing will happen in exam hall. You only say apart from that 2 point, any other point were difficult. Chalo fixed asset, chalo you have done wrong. मान लेते 3 point. But fixed asset was not complicated. Depreciation chapter we have done na. So whether that was complicated, that was not complicated. But chalo ठीक है, that also you have done wrong. So apart from that 3 point, you should have done all points by your own, but you have not completed. And same thing will happen in exam. Due to time pressure, now we do mistake. So I have created that pressure. अरे बोलना रे. So you're thinking, अरे sir, and I was saying done, done, done. I was saying like this. Intensely I was saying. When I am saying done, 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 you'll do fast. Your mind will be as per time, and you will not be able to perform. So that same thing happen in exam hall. And if you'll not practice this thing, you'll die in exam hall. Easy question. This was so difficult. Simple question. If I'll give one simple question with some time limit, you'll be not able to do if there is no practice. So that pressure you should create by your own. Are you getting? If the same question I will say do, chalo, do, and I slept. You are doing 2 hours, 3 hours. Then you are relaxed now. And then even though you have done correct also, that is not useful. Are you getting what I am saying? One second I am saying, have you understood profit from operations? Have you understood fixed asset? Have you understood entrance fee? Correct. Write down steps. Write down steps. Write down steps. If receipt and payment account or income and expenditure account is given, the steps will remain same. But till now we have not done any question with income and expenditure account. Correct. So steps, if what is given, receipt and payment account or income and expenditure account is given. So step number one means how to proceed in exam. First, incorporate. First point, incorporate all asset and liability. Incorporate all assets and liability given in additional information. Incorporate all assets and liability given in additional information in opening and closing balance sheet. First step you understood? Correct? Then written. Then incorporate cash and bank balance. Incorporate cash and bank balance given in receipt and payment account in opening and closing balance sheet. Incorporate cash and bank balance given where? In receipt and payment account in opening and closing balance sheet. Correct? Transfer, next point, transfer item of receipt and payment account transfer item of receipt and payment account to income and expenditure account and balance sheet as per, yeah, by applying adjustment. Have you understood this point? Means one by one item will transfer what item to either income and expenditure account and balance sheet as per adjustment only, as per the information given. Correct, we have done that only. Correct. Then write down, then write down. After transferring, yeah, next step, write down. Cross check whether all the additional information, cross check whether all the additional information has been taken into consideration. But this point is once cross check whether all the additional information has been considered or not. Then calculate surplus or deficit from income and expenditure account. Calculate surplus or deficit from income and expenditure account. Okay. Then write down next. Calculate opening capital fund, from what? Opening balance sheet. Opening capital fund from opening balance sheet. The next step. Cross check whether all the closing balance has been incorporated in closing balance sheet. Understood this point? Cross check whether all the closing balance has been incorporated in closing balance sheet. Have you understood last point? Means before making total, once cross check. Correct? Then what? Find the total of balance sheet. That you will do by your own. Correct? Huh? Then find the total of closing balance sheet and it will tally. So we have only option, it will tally. Not tally, then to leave it, go to other question. Correct? In exam hall, after not tally, now you don't have time to check it. Correct? Because one mistake, then it will take 20 minutes to identify that. I will say leave it, go to other questions. Correct? Now, because it is not possible to identify what mistake you have done. And you can identify, but it will take what? Time. So better I will say do some question, because even though you identify, so you are losing some question of 10 marks. Better you do a question of 10 marks. There's sometime what happen with the difference also you can identify the mistake. Suppose asset minus liability difference is 10 lakh. Exactly one item you left you can identify. But I think more than enough. Understood? And if total is not better don't write down total. Let them identify. Correct na? If you are writing wrong total, so they will understand na. So don't make total. They will understand. अच्छा time नहीं था इसके पास. Are you getting what I am saying? Because they need to also identify, and suppose they are not identified, they will give full marks. So if the total is not matching, now don't write total, because if you write on 10 lakh and here 9 lakh, they will understand there is some mistake. Or if you are writing total and that total is not matching with their total, they will deduct. But don't write total. Let them identify whether you have done correct or not. Are you getting what I am saying? This is smart work. And never write down suspense account. Na? In balances, suspense account will not come. So don't write down different suspense account. That will come in trial balance. That will not come in. And if you are writing suspense account, they will become angry. अच्छा बेवकूफ समझा मेरे को. Yes or no? If I am checking the paper, if you written suspense account, it means you are insulting me. So whether I'll give marks. So if I would have given 2 marks, now it will give 0. Anda. Play. So don't play with the mind of what? Examiner. You should be smart enough to understand what you should write, what you should not write. Have you understood? Write on MRQ in this question. Must revise question. But it was a good question or not? But this question was asked at CA inter level. I said now, this was at CA inter level. Then this chapter came what? In CA foundation. So till now this question has not been asked at CA foundation level, I think so. This type of question has not been asked. I don't know whether it will be asked or not, because it is a question given in ICA study matter only. Correct? But you have understood? Means any chapter, if you have understood now, so any chapter which is at CA inter level you can understand. अरे बोल ना रे. Means if I teach right now any chapter of CA inter, you will understand and you will be able to write exam also. The difference is that right now you need to qualify what first? CA foundation. Believe me, there is no difference between CA inter student and CA foundation. The difference is that you need to pass and then you need to come into that classroom. But right now, whatever I will teach you, means if you sit in my CA inter class now, you will better understand that class, because that is more interesting. CA inter syllabus is more interesting, but you can't sit till you pass. It might happen ऐसा भी होगा कि if you suppose start preparing for CA inter and if you write exam, you will be able to pass CA inter exam. It is also quite possible, even though you have not passed CA foundation. Quite possible. Quite possible. So there is no difference between CA foundation. CA foundation, CA inter difference. What age is no difference. There is no difference in age. Multiple attempt taken तो हो सकता है. But suppose first attempt, so you pass CA foundation, you went to what CA inter. So CA inter, CA foundation, there is no age limit difference. Only what 6 month or 1 year difference. 1 year difference में क्या? The level of understanding will change. No, it will not change. But then also you need to pass CA foundation. Correct. Correct. We'll take break. After break, we'll start some other question.